been about 25 years since I've been in this territory. This is Kemano. I'm Willie French Eater. I've been traveling the globe to understand Indigenous culture in relation to contemporary values and traditional values of capitalism, nativism, and the artistic practice of understanding identity through process, of understanding what happened in Oka 1990, July 11th to September 26, 1990, where the Mohawk Ginisatagi people took a stand against the status quo of the Canadian government in defining their relationship to the land, to the river, and to the rocks that we live on. Now I'm in BC, working with stones. And if we could throw our politicians as far as we could throw that stone, we haven't gone very far. We have to go beyond the materiality of what humanity has given us in our historicity and deal with basic values of survival, basic values of understanding how capitalism, contemporary culture is stripping the land of its resources, stripping the people of its identity. If you take away one's history, one's culture, one's language, you have succeeded in creating genocide. And genocide has existed since time immemorial, ever since we put ourselves in a position of being subversive to people telling us what is right, not so much what is just. I'm in Kemano after being in Tokyo. I'm on my way to Greenland to understand contemporary ideals, having discussions with artists, with people that do not understand the native reality, the native psyche of why that worthlessness, why that hopelessness exists in our people. You take this land away, you take away the water, what do we have left besides a piece of paper in a native woman's hand? The patriarchs start to buy their sex, their sexuality, by their voice. Hey! Oh, you're apocalypse, rock crew would say, we're coming to a cleansing, where there's going to be cleansing by fire. There's going to be a cleansing by the universe for what we're doing to Mother Earth. We're not leaving very much for our ancestors, from our ancestors to our children, our children's children, our children's children. The Seven Fires prophecy is going to be fulfilled. I know my film talked about it. We talked about surveillance, resistance, capitalist society, expansionism, and how that is encroaching on indigenous land. But we will get some just resolve. We're not conquered. We're not conquered in Canada. I'm on Salish territory, living on unceded territory, and the colonial governments of today, post-colonial governments, are doing their best to deny our rights as a sovereign people, to deny our rights as individuals. They are creating a genocidal practice of containment through substance abuse, through alcohol, through homelessness. So all people that belong to Mother Earth, all people that are connected to the indigenous values of living off the land, taking care of Mother Earth, are being pushed aside for the sake of the white system. The system that is taking and destroying Mother Earth. I was at Duke's Canoe Club, who were talking to a man the other day, talking about this world of Pacific trash in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. All plastic.
My auntie had me and she would put my outfit on because I used to dance powwow. And she'd tell me, sit down, I'm going to tell you a story. And you see the flash, the lightning. I said, you know what that is? And she told me, and I said, what? It's our creator. He's getting ready. He's taking him too. He's going to start up and have a powwow. He's getting on his outfit. He takes his real time putting on his outfit, his feathers, making sure everything is in place. When that lightning flashes, that means he's taking a good look at himself, making sure everything is in place. All the beads, his paint. And then when he's ready, he said, okay, I'm ready. I'll talk to Mother Earth. I'm ready, woman. I'll say that. And that's when, boom, he just lets out one big, you know how the drum just lets out, okay? And then all the rain, then this is a time for us women to water the earth, to feed our children. That's what he tells his woman. And sure enough, he just lets it pour. That's what I was told. And I've always kept it up here. And these are the things that I'm trying to teach Amanda, to respect Mother Earth at all times, you know. Some people spit on her trash. It hurts me, you know. What can I do? It's only society that we're brought up. So I try my best as caretaker, try to pick up all the dirt. But this story was told generation from generation. When he puts on his outfit, time for him to do his dance. This is what lightning is all about. Because he's taking his time. He's never kind of flashes. He's just making sure the back all over him is all in place. So, anyway. And that time when spring comes, when Mother Earth brings all these willows out, all Mother Nature, babies of everything, right? That is her time to give life, and also for us to appreciate that we can produce each other, right? And also for the time for her to have a break, because in the summertime she becomes so beautiful. It's for her time to be free and say, well, I'm just going to let my children be out. This is what, the way I interpret, Mother Earth in the springtime. In the fall, she cleans. She's the one that cleans up the colors, all the colors of her. She combs her hair and returns all colors, making sure, well, this is time for me to clean up my children, she says. And this is why we get the wind, all the rustle of the leaves. This is time. Sometimes she brings a tornado. If you say, okay, you dig up a part of her that's not supposed to be dug, it's time for her to let out her anger. So she brings up a tornado. Of course, Father Sky is going to help because they're hurt. This is not why we brought these children into the world, to misuse the earth. That's what it all interprets. So. Ask me if I lived 100 years ago, and sometimes I think because no, but I was told this. You're going to be used. Somewhere along the line, you're going to meet somebody that is going to really going to look up to you because you're going to be an example. You're going to be a very good teacher, not as a white tongue, but as you, the Native person, you are. And believe it or not, this was a dream that I was told. And it freaks me out sometimes. But I feel happy because I was planning to type out these stories so that it can go out to other Native people so that we can unite and hold each other for those purposes. So that it's just I guess basic love that puts it all together, So it's worthwhile to have, how would you say that? It's like you laminated your language to yourself all these years, in spite of the white society, in spite of being in an urban city. That's what I think of it. It's mine.
Oh, I'm glad you tell. My uncle, same thing, speaks Sioux. And every time I go, speak Sioux. Music to my ears. My mom spoke Sioux right till she was 12. And she lost it. She wanted to.
It's the same. I was the same way. Actually, I was fortunate that I had old people that talked Soto. When I caught tuberculosis when I was a baby, I was about 6 months old. And from the day when I was 6 months old, I remember that. And when I asked my dad, who was my uncle, I said, well, which hospital was that I was in? Because I remember I came home and I couldn't speak my language. I was about 1.5 years old. I couldn't speak Soto. And then he says, well, as you were in the hospital for so long in a sanatorium, I stayed there till I was almost 3.
Right there, Chief, patriarch of the Squamish Nation, the Kitlope canoe is waiting to come ashore. We are asking you permission to do the work that is going to happen today. We ask for permission to come ashore so that the work that we do is recognized by your people of the Squamish Nation and the guests that are here to witness the work. On accepting our request to land our canoe, then the work that we do will be deemed to be legal.